President Biden called a news conference this afternoon to talk up what he considers to be the successes of his first year in office. Mr. Biden addressed the pandemic and vaccinations, inflation, supply chain issues, and unemployment. Fox 4's Lynn Wynn has our story. Lynn.
Steve, President Biden pointed to significant increases in vaccinations, new job creation, and a drop in unemployment as signs of progress of his administration, but he noted that there are some significant challenges. The president says almost 210 million Americans are now fully vaccinated, up from just 2 million around this time last year. But so far, only about 39% of those fully vaccinated have gotten their booster, and 35 million remain unvaccinated. But President Biden says they are adding millions of vaccinations each week. The administration also purchased 20 million of Pfizer's antiviral pills to treat COVID-19 and increased the availability of COVID tests with 375 million tests on the market this month, though the president admitted they should have been doing more testing earlier. Biden says $130 billion in the American Rescue Plan has been earmarked for efforts like better ventilation to keep schools open, as well as $10 billion for COVID testing in schools. President Biden maintains over 95% of schools across the country are open. He says that should remain the long-term plan, even with several school districts closing temporarily because of low attendance or staffing shortages.
Well, I know that after almost 2 years of physical, emotional, and psychological weight of this pandemic and the impact it's had on everyone, for many of us, it's been too much to bear. We're in a very different place now, though. We have the tools: vaccines, boosters, masks, tests, pills, to save lives and keep businesses and schools open.
But a lot of questions today had the president on defense, with journalists pointing out increasing costs, current inflation, and two major pieces of legislation on voting rights and Biden's spending package that do not have the votes to pass.
But part of the problem is, as well, I have not been out in the community nearly enough. I've been here an awful lot. I find myself in a situation where I don't get a chance to look people in the eye because of both COVID and things that are happening in Washington.
And Biden says he is confident they can still get pieces of his Build Back Better plan passed, like billions of dollars in spending for education, energy, and the environment. Now, back on the COVID front, in addition to free at-home COVID-19 tests, reports say that Biden's administration will also make millions of free N95 masks available through pharmacies and community health clinics. Now, we reached out to pharmacy chains like CVS and Walgreens, who both say they are participating in the program, but they did not release any further details on that.